G-thoughtz.
Wherefore art thou? Wherefore art thou?
A beautiful blue sky sunrise kind of day. Colors so bright, they dance and sway. Thanks, kid. I'm just a peasant, walking away from home. I'm going to go see the Colosseum. It's the first time ever. Yay, yay me. Am I supposed to speak? No, that was a pregnant pause. Are we doing double monologue? We are now. Yay, can I sit over here? Yeah, shh. So I have a question for you. Have you ever heard of the Acropolis? Have you ever seen a Roman amphitheater? How about the Roman Colosseum? I'm sure you've heard of it. You've seen pictures of it. But when I'm done with this, maybe the next 10 minutes, if I could squeeze it in, giggity, you'll never look at any of those structures, but especially the Roman Colosseum, the same ever again. I guarantee it. You might not even look at a ballroom the same way ever again. Oh, kid. You going to talk about Trump? Yeah, maybe. A little bit later. You'll never look at a 253,333 square foot amphitheater just closed in the same way again. And you're also never going to look at a 90,000 square foot ballroom the same way ever again, which is roughly about a third of what the Colosseum was in size. But we'll get to that later. Oh, okay. Trust me, it'll punctuate this whole thing. And essentially what we were doing, 143, yeah, you too, kid. We were watching a video. Grok or something. It was on YouTube. Yeah, thanks. Like, Grok was tasked to redesign or to reconstruct, yeah, that's better. A design, yeah, whatever, of the Colosseum. And they, whoever they is, not us. I mean, this was definitely done with some advanced version of Grok. I mean, can you imagine, like, we're getting like just the tip of AI and they're getting, it's the shaft. Yeah, we're getting the shaft too, but in a different way. Oh, kid. I mean, they have the most powerful version of AI, whoever they is. What can they be doing with it right now? Holy shit. I digress. Yeah, die hard. And essentially, it was tasked with recreating the Colosseum with all the designs, everything. And I'm watching this video. Us, me. Hi. And I'm thinking, first of all, that at the very end, you're going to see the designs for Grok. Nope, of course not. Yeah, fell into that YouTube trap. Damn it. But it was still interesting nonetheless. And it talked about all the different characteristics of the Colosseum. It talked about, is this really going to change everyone's perception? Yes, it is. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I couldn't even get it out quick, I know. Stop interrupting. It talked about the Colosseum and kind of how it was built and different chambers, blah, blah, blah. And at the end, it was funny. It was like, I laughed. Grok figured out that the building is not built symmetrical. Whoa, Grok, you're so smart. Oh, no shit, Sherlock. Look how it deteriorated. If it deteriorated evenly, yeah, the thing would have been built perfectly plumb to itself or whatever the hell. Yeah, close enough. It would have been perfectly symmetrical. Obviously, it wasn't. Look how it deteriorated. Duh. And then it's like, Grok was like, it was more than just a place for the public to gather. It was a symbol of power. And it's all bitch. It's like, come on, Grok. You sound like the smartest kid in a 5th grade class. It's like, come on. I figured that shit out a long time ago. You ready? I guess I am. You got notes? So the Colosseum. Grok, I'm going to leave you aside. Elon, leave Grok aside for a second and stop influencing him. He sounds more like an autistic 5th grader than anything else. That's what Grok sounds like, with some Tourette's. But the Roman Colosseum is one of the 7 wonders of the world. It is. Is that your favorite? It's not. I'm a Chichen Itza guy. Are you really? I'm sure you are. Okay. I'm going to argue that it is the number 1 for a reason. Well, don't many people consider it number 1? Maybe not. But I'm going to give you a quick experience. We're going to run a quick kind of mental lapse, a quick experience to the Colosseum. Give you kind of a mental kind of vision of what it might have been like to experience it, and why the experience, the value of the actual experience, is what makes it number 1 of all time. I mean, it's still influencing all the stadiums and modern gathering places today, is it not? It is. I mean, it's damn perfect, downright perfect, damn perfect. It both, in every way, shape, or form. Tell them, Führer. Oh God, you're already going to Germany. I mean, think of all the soccer stadiums in Europe, real quick. Years ago, like the way the English built them and the French, whatever. Sometimes they would just build like seating, like all the way down one side, all the way down the other. Okay, oh, there's 2 spots over there at the end points. Okay, behind the goals. Yeah, I go straight over there. Boom, a box. No, not the Germans. The Germans were smarter. For the most part, they built these big open spaces that were like mini Colosseums. Look at the one in Berlin, the Olympic Stadium. It looks like a fucking Colosseum. Why? Yeah, we're going to get to that in a second. Oh, I see why you did. Shh. I mean, it's got the arches, all the way around. It's open. It's kind of a little artistic, the engineers are like, well, I got to put my spin on this. I can't just build a Colosseum. That's so boring. I got to put my spin on this. So they kind of edited it a little bit. But it's basically the Colosseum, German style. It's got the roof, the space to let God watch. Right, Führer? You don't want to enclose the whole thing. Well, what's God going to see? Because obviously God's watching over the Führer, so at all times, or the emperor, something like that. Got to make sure there's always a hole in the roof, right, Jerry? Jerry who? Little Jones effect. Once Jerry got it, everyone's got to have it, right, NFL? Kid, bring this back. Okay, sorry. But the Colosseum is the perfect experience on so many levels, and it's done on levels. You ready? Okay. Think about, first of all, the very fact that it was commissioned by an emperor. First of all, like an emperor is going to really think about the people. I mean, what was it, Vespasian or something? Yeah, let me look it up. I think it was Vespasian, something like that. And he, in like 70 or 72 AD, we looked it up, we did. And something about, for the, communal experience of the people or something to that nature. And it's like, to get away from imperial decadence. Yeah, bullshit. It was a big fucking fake news bowl. I mean, think about what it was. It was a big gathering space where, you had 1 million people in Rome, basically. And it's about 65,000. I mean, you'd be lucky in your lifetime if you ever got to go there. There's no TV. There's no internet. Is there even books? Maybe. I mean, pictures from artists that might have been there or third, fourth hand accounts of what they saw inside. And you have to glorify it. But you wanted to see it with your own eyes. Maybe one day you would. Maybe you were a peasant. You were lucky enough to get tickets if they had tickets. But it wasn't for the people. I mean, it was literally for the people, but it was for the power. I mean, it was built like a fucking crown. Duh. Grok, you needed Grok to figure that out? It was built like a crown, and with the spires at the top. Oh, kid. From the outside, it looked like a crown. And then when you got on the inside, holy shit. We'll get to that in a second. But it was one big fucking fake news bowl. What do you mean by that? But think about this. You had a venue with all the greatest entertainment. It was all curated by somebody for the emperor's entertainment, but also for the crowds. They got to see the emperor in this kind of fake arena. I'm not saying the gladiators were kind of ancient professionmal wrestlers, but I mean, they kind of put on a show, did they not? Yeah, yes, they did. They didn't all die. Yeah, that's impossible. Even history tells you can't kill all these are highly skilled men of strength and power. I mean, they become heroes in town. You don't want them dead. Yeah, it's bullshit. And the whole emperor with the thumbs up, thumbs down, we know that. Well, yeah, that's from the movies. But, the emperor made decisions. And everyone got to see in real time the emperor make the decisions. And if you're a peasant all the way at the top of the fucking thing, and you could barely see the emperor, it's just a dot with a little line sticking out of his arm going up and down. What? Whatever. You don't have binoculars back then either. You're up in the cheap seats. You get to see the emperor do his thing. Decide battles and decide outcomes. And you got to see the outcomes. You could tell whether or not, oh yeah, he was right. Yeah, he should save this gladiator, wink, wink. He's been built into the script. He's going to be 3 weeks from now. He's going to, he's gone. He's got to retire. Who knows? And it was a class system. I mean, it was on bowls. I mean, if you're a peasant, you had to earn your way to go up that fucking thing. You had to climb all the way to the top. We'll get to that experience in a little bit, but think about it. There's no elevators back then. Well, there were from like the bottom to the ground level, but that's 23 feet. You're not getting up with the 50, 60 feet, whatever it is, to the top part, because that's where the peasant was. This big open space, you could see it. They look like kind of like the boxes that Taylor Swift would be sitting in watching Travis Kelce, the gladiator. But that's where the cheap seats were, and there was no seats. They just stood there. But I argue they have the best view of the whole thing. We'll get back to that in a second. Okay. But it was in class, the elites came in the very bottom, then the middle class in the middle, and then, anyone else that could fit at the top, standing room only, go for it. And you got to see a spectacle. It could be gladiators fighting, it could be horses, it could be all sorts of, on Tuesday night, they're gonna flood the Colosseum. They're gonna flood the Colosseum. Yeah, they're gonna flood. How the fuck are they gonna do that? They built the Colosseum. They can figure it out, kid. Come on. Oh, okay. Is Lucius gonna be there? Oh, yeah. So is Gaius, Sexton, and Marcus. That sounds gay. It's Rome. So it was a class system. You didn't, you didn't know what class you were until you had to go to the Colosseum. If you were claiming that you were part of the aristocracy or the elites and you weren't sitting with them, well, guess what? You've been lying. Grok, did you think about that? It revealed to the world the exact class system, and you're looking down as a peasant on all of it. You still got the best seat in the house. I'll get to that later. It was one big fucking public message, public service announcement. Oh yeah, imagine going into the Colosseum. Imagine it seeing like it's a lake. You would think it was something out of another time. How the fuck did they get water in here? This is the most amazing spectacle I've ever seen. Oh my God, there's a full moon coming through the hole in the roof. Oh yeah, those feathers, or whatever they call those things, are closed. This is the most amazing thing I've ever seen. Look at all the lights. All the torches all around the arena. This is dramatic. This is the most amazing thing I've ever seen. Oh, there's the emperor. He's lit up. Oh, you can see where he is. Wow, this is incredible. Rome's doing pretty good. Oh yeah, that's what Lucius says. Invest in Rome. Here's a meme coin. The Julius coin. Caesar coin. Ah, fuck. Oh, well, whatever. Move on. But it was one big class-defining event. We just passed 10 minutes in, damn it. We're way past 10. It was for power. It was to remind the people of their status, their class. Yeah, sure, they're going to give them a little show, but it's a reminder, hey, you sit there, and all of you out there are never going to be in here. Unless you're lucky. You win the lotto, or you do something great deed. It'd be the greatest experience you've ever had. There's no television. It's like being at Shea Stadium. Shea Stadium was built like a fucking Coliseum. But of course, Mets fans, this is great. Mets fans knew that you couldn't enclose the whole thing. That was the original plan for Shea Stadium, to enclose it like a Coliseum, right, New York? But either cost overruns or, well, some bad design. You decided to open up the outfield. Yeah, see the city or the chop shops or whatever. Let God watch the Mets and sit in the best seat in the house. Not all the way at the top in right field, behind the foul pole, where you couldn't even see the right fielder. No, in the outfield, in the bleachers. God will watch from there. We'll leave that open and save a ton of money. Put a parking lot on the other side. Yay, Shea Stadium. But what do you remember about Shea Stadium? Other than being in it? Well, you want me to tell a story? Yeah, real quick. The first time I ever went to Shea Stadium, I remember walking up to it. It was just immense. It looked like a crown now that I think about it. It looked like a big-ass crown. Well, more like crown of thorns. Yeah, a lot of pain. But I remember walking up to him like, wow, this thing's huge. This is amazing. Wow, what is this place? Because we walked in for the non-open spot. And then you go through the tunnels, and they're very tight, and you kind of, I can't remember if there's a ramp. There's a ramp. Yeah, there was ramps. In the Colosseum, there was stairs. If you were a peasant, you had to earn that bitch. You had to fucking, yeah, it was like a workout of Planet Fitness. You know, going on the calf machine all the way up to the top. You had to walk your ass up there. You had to earn it in tight quarters. Same thing with Shea Stadium. I remember coming through the corner. I'll never forget it. Coming through the corridors, and all of a sudden you see the light. Like, wow, what's that? And the whole I just got a tingle. Me too. The whole I was just taken there. The whole stadium is there. And it's like you just stepped into another world. It's like heaven. I mean, close enough to heaven, you're way up there. But it was incredible. As a kid, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. So many people. All focused into the center of the field, all focusing their energy, swirling around. It's crazy. It's the best seat in the house. Well, I can't see the pitchers' faces or the players' faces, but who cares? I can see everything else. I can look up into the distance. Look way out there. Look at that chop shop. Look at that. Look at that car alarm going off in the parking lot. You can see everything. It's amazing. What was that? Was it a plane that flew under us? Oh, any Mets fan would get that reference. Now go back to the Colosseum. I mean, it's one big spectacle. Are you saying that no, I'm not saying that the mayor of New York was trying to, no. That analogy only works so on so many levels. Take it on the lit, not the meta. Because that's what Colosseum was for. It was on the meta. To remind the world, if they ever heard about it, but at least the immediate world, we're number one. And all the number ones sit down here. All the number twos go over there. Oh, you forgot. Yeah. By the way, if you're an engineer, one of many engineers designing the Roman Colosseum, we'll answer this at the end. And we're almost done. What's one suggestion you can do at the very end that would save the project? We'll come back to that in a second. I'm thinking, yeah, think hard, long and hard. But the Colosseum was an incredible spectacle. But at the end of the day, it was still a spectacle. And the emperor was always at the center of it. It gave him an audience to the world. And he was involved in the show, deciding the fates and all this kind of stuff. And even just being out there with them, oh my God, and it's all this aristocracy and all the elites. Oh wow, we're all gathered in the same spot. This is incredible. Oh, the empire's doing really well. How can this ever go wrong? We could never fall. Make Rome great again. Merga. And it's like, at the end of the day, the most amazing experience you've ever had. If you can make it there. Imagine a peasant. Here we go. Just like the Shea Stadium experience, walking up to the Colosseum at ground level. What's the highest you've ever been as a peasant in Rome? Maybe a clock tower? But it's not like this. You've heard stories, but you can't wait to see it for yourself. You can't believe that you're going to get this moment at the Colosseum. And you walk up to it. You walk a long way, kid. You had to take a little pit stop in an alleyway, poop, poop. Because you don't know if there's going to be bathrooms there. At least for you. Where are the elites going to go? You're not going to be side by side with them. Shit. Better poop in the alley. And you finally make it up there. Holy shit, look how big it is. Giggity. It's massive. It looks like a crown. Yeah, it does. Shh. Look at those spires at the top. Oh my God, look, this is so beautiful. The way it curls around it. Wow, it's beautiful. This vantage point, I'm looking up at it. It is a colossus. It's amazing. Oh, I go in this way? Okay. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah. Wow, torches. Cool. This is pretty. Oh, we go up there? Oh, what's over there? Oh, the bathrooms? Oh, they have bathrooms there. Shit. If I have to. I already did. Oh, I got to go in this tight little corridor. Oh, the stairs? That's pretty cool. Okay, it's not cool anymore. All right, this is really a pain in the ass. There's a lot of anticipation, a lot of energy here. Wow. Oh, I can't wait to see what this is going to be like. Are we almost there? Oh, okay. Oh, this is tight. Okay. Well, wow, I hear the hum, the buzz. There. Look at the sun. Oh my God, I've never seen this many people in one area. Oh my God, look at this. The sun is shining through the hole in the roof. Lucius, come and see this. Wow, this is the most incredible thing I've ever seen. Look at all the people. There's an energy, there's a hum, there's a buzz. Everyone's here. Look at, it's the Roman Kim Kardashian. You couldn't think of a better name than that. I don't know. Get your rocks off. This is the most amazing thing I've ever seen. I've never been this high. What kid? In Rome. Height. This is incredible. Oh my God, look at the emperor. I've never really seen him in public. I've heard of him. Maybe. Wow, he's part of the show. He's making a decision. Oh yeah, I agree with him. Yeah, the gladiator, he deserves to go to another fight. Yeah. This emperor, hurry this up. Shh. This emperor is smart. He's strong. I'm buying this. This is pretty cool. Oh, it's time to go? Oh, we got to go first? Oh, fuck. Down the stairs we go. That was incredible. I don't think I've ever seen anything like, I'm going to tell everyone I know what happened. They'll never believe that. But I will. That'll live with me for the rest of my life. That was the most amazing experience I've ever had. Something, end of the peasant experience. At the end of the day, whether or not you believe it was for the people or, well, for the power, you can make cases if it was for both, if you were lucky to get in there. Imagine the stories. They'd be talking about it for days, weeks, months. And the emperor was always associated with it. It was a power trip. It was able to put it, it was him, I'll end like this before we go into the last part. It was like him being able to put on a crown, but have everyone in the crown watching him be the crown. Not kid, that was kind of corny. Yeah, listen to what I said. And seeing him in action. And him proving to the world that he was all powerful. Look at what the place that you're in, that we've built, this crown of power of Rome, the spectacle I put on for you. I'm even involved in it. I'm deciding this shit. I'm the most badass motherfucker in the world. I just proved it. Go tell your friends. Go off. Kind of like Mean Joe Green. Yeah, the emperor throws his robe on one of the peasant kids. Hey, go tell your kids. Julius says, what's up? So stupid. How does this relate to Trump's ballroom? Well, think about it. First of all, we'll end on this. This is going long. Giggity. The Trump ballroom is ridiculous in so many ways, but it was designed the wrong way. I mean, think about what Trump wants to do. Just like, not like the Führer, but think of the equation, X plus Y equals Z. Don't think of like, don't link the emperor, the Führer. I don't want to say the H word and Trump. I'm not saying it that way, but the equation's the same. Opulence, imperialism. It's creating a crown, a big gilded crown for you to sit within, to be within. No different than Caesar. No different than, But he built it wrong. He built it a big fucking boring rectangle. You're in a big box. Oh, sure, you got the Roman arches and the windows and the opulence and all that stuff, but you don't have the energy that the Colosseum had. It was in the round for a reason. It was a double amphitheater. It wasn't just the energy of the spectacle. It was the spectacle becoming the energy back to the spectacle. It was reverberating back and forth constantly. It was it must have been the most incredible atmosphere you've ever seen in your entire life. Amplified so everyone could experience it and then go home and tell about it. It would be a moment they'd never forget. And that's probably what Trump wants to experience. A moment that dignitaries would never forget, this big opulent grand ballroom, 90,000 square feet, a third roughly of the Colosseum. 999 people. Yeah, you should have built it in the round, kid. You should have built it in the round. You should have had it kind of like, is it the Jefferson Memorial or something where it's got the hole in the roof? And then, yeah, so God could to look down on his his leader. He could have made a big kind of glass dome so they could see the stars above. It could have been the most amazing building ever created in Washington. And it might have even fit better with the design of the White House. Because that truly would be the people's building if it was in the round and you allowed the people in, but you're not. It's not for the people. It's for the power. And the ballroom other than being designed improperly, shouldn't have been designed at all. It's bullshit. Because I've given you more than enough ample evidence of what those spaces do to the public if you let them in. Well, if you're not letting them in to the ballroom, then what message are you providing to the public in the people's house? I'll end on that. Okay, engineers, so that is the Colosseum. Is that how he would have said it, Ash? Any last suggestions at all? I'm going to tell them that we're good. We're ready to build, right? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Before I go use the bathroom, I just had a kind of a quick, where are the number ones going to go number two? Oh, shit.